it upfield. It's Morris. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Let's talk for a second about Baylor. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early here.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Powers inside. There he goes. Crosses midfield. At the 30. He's at the 10. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears!
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. They give it to the freshman, first carry of his career. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. All right, guys, let's look at the big picture for Duke. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
Keeps it moving. It's Duggan. There's a little room there.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Brings into the open. He's got 42 yards rushing for him now, and that is a way to make your presence felt in the early part of the season.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
Swapped immediately.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Fires to the middle. Can't hang on. It's incomplete, and you can't worry about the footsteps when you're running those crossing routes. It'll be 3rd down.
Just got to finish the play through the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drop.
3rd and long, a lot of ground to cover. Making the adjustment. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Here's Lagway to pass. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Pressure got to the QB that time. He was trying to find his check down out of the backfield, but the hit forced the incompletion.
They'll need a bunch on second down. They want to run this quarterback. On the stop.
And you could tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand, and more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end of the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in a fourth quarter game.
Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. Trying to take it back. He's out of bounds at the 9-yard line to pick the return, and the offense will be threatening.
QB never saw the defender. He's staring his receiver down, telegraphing his throw, and the DB jumped all over that.
Turns it upfield. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on first down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. The run up the middle, looking for the score. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2.
And this defense sold out for the run. I love it. Physical, downhill, second and goal. Nice job getting the stop, forcing the third down.
Changing the routes with his receivers. Keeping it on the ground on third and goal. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Blue Devils! When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. On the run, it's Beal. Turning it on. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. He now has 110 yards on the ground, and with that run, he eclipses the 100-yard mark in this season opener. You look to be backed up, and then suddenly you're not. Big play has him across the 50, and they'll have it 1st and 10. Play fake Lagway. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And I like where the quarterback got, because I think he needed to check the football down, but the pressure got there a little bit too fast, and he just didn't have enough time to get it to his running back and maybe put a positive spin on this play instead of an incompletion.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Lagway. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be third down.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Third down from the gun. DJ
so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. Again, it's Lagway. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. So they gamble on 4th down in the first half, and man, does it pay off.
4th and long. I mean, what just 4th and short? Nowadays, man, so much aggression in college football. And how about right there, 4th down and long? No problem. I got this in the first half.
Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run it. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
Lagway wants to throw. Look out. Headed to the end zone, and he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Bears! Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, and this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move them back. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Gonna run it. It's Duggan. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. That's the end of the period. Baylor is on top. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. Got a little work done on first down. Now back to the line. Quarterback changing the play. Right back to it. Oh, he's got some space. He now has 62 yards rushing in this first half, and he is making quite the impression in the opener. It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. On the ground, going for the first down with the give to the tight end. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
The Blue Devils line up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Looks it in. He gets a block. Wide open, and it's a foot race. Touchdown, Bears! Stealing a score on special teams.
Hey, kick it to him at your own will, man, because that dude has a jetpack. He can absolutely fly. You see why they got him back deep, man. Catch it, let people kind of get an angle on him, and he just goes zoof and takes off, erases angles. His speed back there as a punt returner, man, is it dangerous.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Man, you just can't put a price on having a guy like that back there to return punts, and he turned that one into a touchdown. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Blue Devil offense will try to get things going on this drive. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
That's really good discipline by this defense because they've given up some yards on the ground. And so naturally you think, be more aggressive, commit more bodies. Nice job staying patient, playing your responsibility on the outside, not giving up the deep ball, making them earn this, go down the field, and not give up those big plays.
He wants to go deep. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their head. They're going to be...
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Good disciplined defense on that play. It's third and long, right? You're not going to bite on a play fake. Nobody's going for that. Everyone knows it's a passing situation. They use their speed to get to the QB.
Makes the catch at the 35. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Okay, guys, the Bears offense comes onto the field. Man, what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Got it in the middle. It's Morris. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
We all want to push the ball down the field, down the field, down the field. But when you can dump it off to your running back and still make 10-plus yards, man, it makes you look like a really good play call.
Here they come, first and 10 from the 48. Quarterback keeps it. And he got 5 yards on the play, second and 5 coming.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. There he goes.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Got his man in the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit. But they've got to cap this off now with a touchdown cut into their opponent's lead.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up second and 10.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
Makes a grab. First catch of his career, and you see why they believe this freshman tight end can contribute early. Right at the line. extra point. They're down a touchdown, 21-14. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. Looking for blockers. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stops right there. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Throwing, Lagway. Moving out to the right. Slings it downfield. Just a Baryshnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Dropping back, it's Lagway. They get to him as he throws. Got a man in the middle. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. And the Bears peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Snap on first down, wants to throw. He'll pull it down and run. Man, you got to get hats around this dude. He finds the crease. He's down to the 27.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Throws to the wideout. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Breaks into the open. He'll go out of bounds, but he gets the ball back, takes it the other way, and he has created a great sudden change opportunity. They'll start this drive at their own 48. Tight end now in motion. Press center downs going to the air. A strike downfield. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. How aggressive will they get on 1st and 10? Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. On the run, it's Duggan. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. That's his first catch of the season, and they believe he is a freshman who can contribute a lot early. And this offense has a chance to pull even as we get deep in the first half. Defense trying to hold on to the lead. They'll run it. It's Duggan. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder...
And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Blue Devils. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And the extra point was good to finish things off. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. And he's going to try to return this one. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the receiver going in motion. Here's Lagway to pass. He's going for the big play. They went for it all on first down. Didn't connect, but it gave the D something to think about.
And it's funny, right before that play, I'm thinking to myself, I wonder if this offense is just going to play conservative here with the field position, the fact they haven't scored a ton of points so far in this game, just run the ball and take it into halftime. No, they're being aggressive, and not just that. They're taking deep shots way down the field, but give the defense credit. They were ready for it, forcing that incompletion.
The Bears call a timeout. That'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. To the air. It's Lagway. Spits it out to the back. It's dropped after taking the hit.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They go play action with Lagway. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Beautifully thrown ball. Terrific catch, and they'll have the first down.
And that was awesome by the offense. Good completion, great awareness by the receiver getting out of bounds. If you're on offense now, jog off the field, get the field goal kicker out there. You're going to steal 3 points at the end of the half.
And that is no good. And here in the second quarter, we remain all knotted up. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Fresh set of downs going up top. In the backfield, it's Duggan. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Guys, we welcome you into the Week 0 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin our whip around with Florida, taking on the number 16, the Clemson Tigers.
He stopped right at the 35, almost found a little room for a big return, but they get him on the ground right there. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Paul? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The give to the back. They get him down, but he does pick up 3 to the 32-yard line.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
That has got to be so demoralizing for the defense. You haven't been able to stop this guy all game long, and here on third down, they're handing it off to him anyway because they don't think you can stop him. This defense right now, you see a lot of people hanging their heads a little bit because they're not playing with tons of confidence.
Going to be a gain of about 3 down to the 21. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Follows his blocks. It's Duggan. Not a lot there. Picks up one inside the 20 to the 19. Great shot at a field goal from here. You don't want to be reckless and take it off the board, but you got to go for the score. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Driving forward, it's Duggan. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
Well, the head coach decided to play it safe on 4th and inches and trot his field goal team out there, and his field goal kicker just made him look like a pretty smart guy.
Bringing it back. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. The Bears offense makes its way onto the field. And after that last field goal, they start this 3rd quarter, find themselves playing from behind. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Lagway. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. He's brought down a short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick. Here comes the Duke offense to start the drive. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. And I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, Dan.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Quarterback signaling to his guys. They'll send the tight end in motion. On play action. Outside the pocket, lets it go. And the incomplete pass was just too hot to handle. They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. On the ground, it's Duggan. Stopped cold by this defense. They tried to fool him with the run, and nobody was buying it.
Nice play by the defense, but now is a time they've got to be more consistent. They allowed this running back to go off in that first half, and moving forward now, they've got to try and take this running back away.
And the Blue Devils will punt this one away. On the return. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
2nd and long here. Lagway wants just to throw. Oh, pressure's coming. Right side, it's Shaw. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work.
That quarterback has a hose. That dude could throw it through a car wash and not get it wet. Great job of putting that ball on a line to his wide receiver.
Keeps it himself. The pitch. And the fourth option there is to throw it in reverse, and that's what happened on that one.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that rep.
Back to pass, it's Lagway. Quick catch. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
This quarterback part of their running game. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41.
Man, that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play and it's a design run like here, fine. But then it's scramble plays and then it's passing plays. He's always a runner. Just exhausting.
And that is his fifth interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 43. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Handoff to the lone back. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. That's the end of the period, and Duke has the lead. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. So the final period starts with a second down play. Right back to the well. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
On the run, fires downfield. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on third down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on third down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
Trying to get started. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Baylor sends out the offense to go to work. And now, deep in the 4th quarter, a chance to go down the field and take the lead in this ball game. Crosses the 40. Still on his feet at the 45. He's loose on the right. Touchdown Bears! They've got the lead here in the 4th. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap and you've got a touchdown on the board. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The Blue Devil offense will try to get things going on this drive. So they just gave up the lead on that last touchdown drive. Now to put something together to go back on top late. He's changing the play. Play clock was getting close to 0, and they have to burn a timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. First down here, what has been a highly entertaining Week 0 game. What a welcome to college football for this season. On the run, it's Duggan. Turning it on. Got the first down. Inside the 40. The 20. He's at the touchdown, Duke. And with that, they move out front here in the 4th. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And it's good, and he pushes the lead to 3. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. Bringing it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. So they just gave up the lead on that last touchdown drive. Now to put something together to go back on top late. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating him up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
He'll pitch it. They bring him down. The option run to perfection, and it will move the chains. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Hands it off. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Flagway on the play action. Looking long. And it's another interception as his assault on the record book continues. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. So the defense sets them up for that interception. Now a couple of first downs, maybe even punching a score, and they'll go home with the W. Keeps it on the ground. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
Sells to fake. Flush to the left. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Man, if I'm the offensive line, I got to do a better job initially protecting my quarterback. And then once he scrambles out of that pocket and starts to go to the left, I got to stick with the play because then he gets whacked at the end of the play. And instead of helping my quarterback up, I got to make sure I protect him a lot better moving forward.
Oh, he's got some space. Past the 30. He's at the and he's in. Pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, Blue Devils. He scores for the 5th time in this game.
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience. And with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stud.
Okay, guys, the Bears offense comes onto the field. Time is running short. They've let this game get away from them a little bit. They must get something done here to have a chance to pull it out late. Looking to the big tight end. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
And guys, I'm trying to find a way to be up here and be positive, and I guess here's how I'm going to be positive. At least the other team didn't catch it, because he's thrown it to the other team a lot today. It's been a struggle in the passing game. I'm not sure, guys, if it's not decision time to go to the other guy to see what he can do, because this passing attack has not been great.
Misses badly on that one. Make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. From the gun on 3rd down, Lagway. Intercepted. The defense has set him up. He goes down right there, but not before coming up with a big interception.
And this is exactly the situation you want to get in as a defense. You got the lead late in the football game. You know they got to throw. And what do? You get to the quarterback, you hit him, and you get pressure on him. And then what happens, Palmer?
Yeah, it's complimentary football, David. No question about it. They're just putting the hammer down right now with the lead. And the defense playing accordingly. Now giving it back to their offense for an opportunity to pad this lead even further here as we're in the 4th quarter.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we've got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
The Blue Devils come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Plows his way ahead. Touchdown, Duke! He's in the house for the 6th time in this game. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he added the extra point. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the scoring play came on the 12-yard run. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The Bears offense makes its way onto the field. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week.
At this point of the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Play fake Lagway. Fires to the right. With the catch, it's Shaw. There he goes. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
You know, as the head coach of this team, this is one positive you're going to take away from this game is that your players don't quit and they're still willing to fight. There's obviously a lot of things they've got to iron out offensively, and we've seen that today. But I do love the grit they're showing here late, still trying to make plays.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Throwing, Lagway. They're all over him. On the run, deep down the right side. It's caught downfield. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. DJ Lagway to throw again. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
Timing has got to be so critical when you're trying to throw the ball down close like that. They didn't have great timing on that one.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Sets his feet. It's Lagway. Wideout trying to get it in. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. The Bears in the hurry up. Lagway will try to get it from the gun on 3rd down. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bears!
Love the thought process by the quarterback here on this play. Nobody open in the end zone. Find your check down. Find the running back. He does that, and once this guy's got the ball in his hands, he shows you that elusiveness and his ability to sniff out the end zone.
Wide receiver comes in motion. They go play action with Lagway. He's got it for the 2. They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. The give, and tick, 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 tick. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And the Blue Devils right after the huge play through the air back to the line. Run in the red zone. It's Duggan. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down. The defense working to manage that clock. They use the timeout, 1:55 remaining.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. With 1:52 left, the defense will use the timeout trying to get the football back. 3rd and 5. Dragged down right at the line of scrimmage, and it'll be 4th down. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Smashes it between the uprights. And that will extend their lead even further.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative, use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Here's Lagway to pass. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Nearly another interception. It'll be second down.
I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing...
Going deep. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
I'll tell you, this offense just can't afford too many more incompletions because time's running out in the game. They need big plays in the passing attack, vertically down the field, and they've got to score some touchdowns.
Need 10 yards on this third down, and they're backed up inside their own 20. Here's a throw downfield late. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
After that incompletion, fourth and long now on your own side of the field, you're trailing in the fourth quarter. What's your go-to play call here in the passing game? Where is the matchup that you trust in to come up with a big one to give yourself a chance to stay alive and win this game?
Makes a catch, converts on fourth down, is still on his feet. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
Hey, man, that was just perfect execution offensively on a fourth.
He's going for it all. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
And this offense has another opportunity to put a scoring drive together. They've done a really good job, man. Their defense, yeah, it's been okay. Like, giving up a lot of points. Now they're in a situation where can you be clutch? Can you come up big in a 2-minute situation when you really need to?
Almost picked off.
And almost another interception for this defense. They've been picking him off like crazy. They've shut down this passing attack, creating so many big plays. This defense is dialed in, locked in, and really creating havoc for this offense.
He'll take a deep shot here. He's got it. Give him 6 and give them a chance with the late touchdown still alive in this one.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a master class in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way. And you're right, in college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
Tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Looking for space. It's Duggan. Slips a tackle, and he's got room. Turning on the Jets. And he gets it into the end zone for the touchdown, and it's not just a touchdown. It is a dagger in this game.
And they say play to the final whistle. This offense took it to heart. Scoring late, maybe they could have wasted the clock. They made no doubt about it. This one's over.
And he tacks on the extra point. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Lagway. fourth shot late in the game. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it.